right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I want to start this off hot and onto it. So I was at Walmart today. You know what I'm saying? Good?
Yeah.
Good.
Let's just keep going. Yeah. Oh, we're starting off with Prime.
Yes. I was at Walmart today, and I wanted to see what the hype is about. Logan Paul, you already know KSI. They got their little drinks going. Hydration drinks, so we're going to try it out. I haven't tried it yet. Let's see what the hype is about. We're going to give our honest opinion. So, Casey, you got what, the grape over there?
I got that ghetto grape.
Ghetto grape. I like that.
That boy Logan Paul killing the game.
Yes, he's killing it. I got a lemon lime. So,
cheers,
Brody.
Cheers,
Let's see what's good with this.
Let's see. That's fire, bro.
Damn.
It's good. That ghetto grape slaps.
Bro, this lime?
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, Logan. Dang, and it's better for you than Gatorade?
Yes.
See, I don't really know all like the calorie things. I mean, literally it says here total sugars 2 grams, sodium 10 milligrams, total carbs 6 grams.
Damn, it has BCAAs. It has 10% coconut water.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I see the potassium.
Yeah. The electrolytes, obviously.
Okay.
Damn, this is good. This is good.
I mean, it's bomb. I ain't gonna lie. Taste-wise, pass the taste test.
And if it's hydration without having to, put in any like sweat, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's good. I like it.
I like the electrolytes, man. The vitamins.
Yes.
It's huge. BCAAs.
By the way, if you want to sponsor us, hit us up because this ain't sponsored. You know what I'm saying? Let's work out something. The hottest podcast right now, Half Court Podcast, going crazy.
Logan, we need to get this distributed in the Midwest. Hit us up.
Yep.
We're easy to work with. Plus, we're big fans, so let's make it happen.
Let's go. All right, Brody. How was your week, bro?
Solid week. Busy week. I was thinking, we've been kind of talking about these topics, been killing it. We always kind of start off the podcast with, like, how was your week and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, during my week, I feel like I want to put out some, like, good info. So I'm like, bro, I felt something, so I was like, I'm going to share this message. I was talking to one of my boys. Boys was like, I'm a shitty person. Like, I've done this, and this. And I was like, bro, you know what's cool? Is tomorrow you could be whoever the hell you want to be. And I'm like, that's a message that needs to be out there more. Like, it doesn't matter what you've done in your life. I mean, obviously, like, shit stays with you. There's karma. Don't be a bad person, that kind of stuff. But if there's things you want to do better, if there's things you want to be better at, if there's more accountability you want to do with yourself, like, tomorrow is a whole new day, and nobody fucking remembers yesterday. Like, and you really shouldn't. And so it's kind of just cool in the concept that tomorrow you can be somebody completely different. You can change your whole life. You can change your perspective. Things that obviously he's telling me things that he's upset about because he's like, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. I'm like, bro, well, tomorrow you can be whoever you want to be. So just think about tomorrow. If today sucks, if this week sucked, like, just be focused on tomorrow and know that you can completely change and fix whatever you think sucks.
Yeah, it's saying, like, it's never too late.
It's never too late. It's never too late.
It's never too late. That's a good advice, bro.
Yeah.
Good advice. You can always change.
You can always change, man. And, like, I don't think people realize, like, I think they just get too down and out. Like, I've always been this. I'm always going to be this. But, like, the first part of beating any, like, addiction or anything crazy or getting out of a bad slump is recognizing you're in it, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm like, bro, you're already halfway there. You're recognizing all the things you hate about yourself or you want to change. So just change it. Because, like,
we overthink it too much.
Yeah, we overthink it. Just do it. And then all of a sudden, a year later, everybody forgot that, like, so-and-so cheated on so-and-so, and next year's the new year. Like, people forgot that you whatever you did that was embarrassing. Like, it's a new year. It's 2023, and everyone forgot. So, like, just change tomorrow. People just overthink it, and they think that they can't because they've made so many mistakes in the past. But tomorrow's a new day.
Exactly. So good weeks overall?
So good week overall, though. Solid week. I can't wait to go home for the 4th, baby.
Yes.
See the fam, New Mexico, 505. I'm coming.
Yes. Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's time is going by fast, man. And we're already in 4th of July. By the time this comes out, I'm just going with it too, bro. I'm really going with it.
Yeah.
But it's been good, bro. It's been good. My week was good.
Yeah, what about your week? Yeah.
I went float the river last weekend.
Oh,
it was
that looked
fucking
fun.
amazing. Bro, it's so relaxing. It's just like, it's chill, bro. I'm just there in my little kayak, just having a beer.
Did you have the tunes?
I just brought my speaker and, like, we were just vibing, bro, and, like, it was fun, bro. Like, overall, shout out to the boys, Eric, Luis, shout out to my girl, you know what I'm saying? We kicked it. We had a great time, and And that's what it's about. Just taking those pauses, relax, you know what I'm saying? And just, it was fun, bro. I just had a little incident, right?
Yeah.
So we were going, right? And then you know how there's like a tree and like we're going, right? And I'm like, it's a double kayak. And Vanessa's in front. So I'm just like, oh shit, I want to go on this side instead of this side, right? And I wanted to go more on towards the well, in this case is the right of me. So I'm fucking paddling fast, and then my kayak goes sideways. So I already know I'm gonna hit the canoe. I'm gonna hit the fucking tree. But I didn't think like, okay, we're not gonna.
Current was taking you.
Yeah, the current was taking me. Yeah. We hit it, and I didn't think we were gonna flip over. And then the wave that it create the impact, we flipped over, bro. And I had a backpack. I had 2 backpacks. Oh, no. One had the car keys.
Oh no!
So I was like, oh shit! And then the backpack is about to hit the water. Hits the water a little bit. I'm trying to push it, trying to hold on to the kayak. My paddles just go flying around. Vanessa's foot got stuck in the tree, and like I'm over here like, and I'm like, oh, watch out, and like, a raft hits her.
What?
Oh yeah, bro. She was like, oh,
Vanessa got hit,
bro. It was terrible, but we survived. We survived.
Yeah, and it was a memory that.
It was a memory. Yeah, she definitely got some bruises out of that. She's gonna remember forever. Sorry, babe.
Little war wounds. That's the mouth.
It was fun. It was
She's
fun.
a trooper.
Overall, I would do that shit again.
That's cool, bro. I went with the boys from the Southside Boys last year, and it was a blast. They're going, I know, next weekend, and it's just a fun time. Like you said, nature. You're floating.
Yes.
You got tunes. You got vibes. You got your people. You got some drinks.
It can't get any better.
It can't get any better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's tight.
I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. Looking forward to this weekend and what it brings us, and pretty much going from there, Brody.
Yeah.
You got your run in today?
I did.
Yeah.
4 miles, almost 4.5. It was like 4:30, but I've been doing it, bro. I've been on it. Ran all this weekend. Ran this week. I feel good. Like I just need to honestly pick. I was just telling Isaac, he's staying with me, and I was telling him like I just need to pick a date. Just need to like figure out which month I want to do it.
A marathon?
A marathon. Yeah. And where I want to do it, because I'm like, since I changed it out of OKC, it'd be kind of cool to like make a trip out of it.
Yeah.
But like plan and the only thing that sucks is like marathons are mostly on like Saturdays, because you kind of want to plan the trip and do a marathon like on a Thursday and then party the weekend. That'd be kind of fun. Like treat yourself.
Yeah, so it's on Saturday.
Most of them are that I've been looking online. That people plan them in their cities, so they post them usually on Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings. So I've been looking, but it'd be cool to do it somewhere. I feel like somewhere cool.
That would be dope. Definitely.
Just to make it like a
different city
story, and it's plus like I love traveling, so it'd be different.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, let's get into it. You already know we coming in with that heat. You know, you were talking about earlier, you know, you can always change, right? You
can always change.
If you always want to change. And a scenario where you can't change is if you're R. Kelly, bro.
Yeah. Well, some shit stays with you too. God.
So, let's be clear on that one.
Let's be clear on that one.
Yeah.
You can change, but that shit don't go away.
Bro.
Brother.
Got sentenced to 30 years.
Wow.
So some obviously are saying he should have gotten more. Some were saying it's about damn time. It's insane, bro.
Yeah, what are you thinking? What are you feeling?
I just feel like it's insane, bro. All like, how does, like, at this point, do you seek for help? Do you put him on a like mental institution? Because to be, you know, doing this to girls where like underage girls, like, I mean, stories where like he even pissed on them and like some craziness. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It's insane, bro. I say you fucking do what I say last time. Put him in the streets. Hang the man.
Bro, you're fucking
blast him in
wild.
the head. Bro, do you know what he did to women? Like, I'm an eye for an eye guy. You changed somebody's life, multiple people's lives. And you didn't just change their lives. You changed their older brother's lives. You changed their mom's lives. You changed their dad's lives. Everyone around them.
Trauma. You create trauma.
I'm an eye for an eye guy. Like, no, we're not going to fix you. You chose. You live and die on your own sword, Brody. Like, I'm just kind of more like, it's messed up. And Maxwell, you know, she got 20 years. She got less than R. Kelly. That's stupid.
And she did
way
the
worse. Same thing. Yeah, way worse. They're just as young. I mean, maybe she should tie him up and pee on him, but who knows what they did to him. You know what I mean? But like, both of them, bro. And Maxwell's not even going to do it. Watch. R. Kelly, I think sometimes our system fails too. And R. Kelly, I mean, BLM, baby. You see this shit happening all over. Look, who doesn't want to, some of these white guys that are in power want to put a black man in jail for even longer. I think R. Kelly deserves it, but he doesn't deserve a bigger sentence than Maxwell. I think if you look at like both sentences, which I haven't done, but if you look at them, I bet you she gets away with like good time after 3 years,
which is
or
insane.
5 years,
which is insane.
Like in 2029, when everyone's thinking about how cool NFTs are because they're around now,
right?
But they forgot that Maxwell just got out of jail.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be something sneaky like that.
Yeah, for her thing for the longest was under the rug, like, and we're like, hey, what are we gonna do with this? Like, she needs to go to fucking jail and do her time.
And
like,
let's bring awareness on that.
Yeah,
like, just because she's a girl, just because she's nothing, she did the same thing. Like, put her in the streets. Hang her in the streets, bro. Eye for an eye.
Yeah,
you change people's lives too. Like, I don't know, bro. But it shows right there because she's gonna end up getting out, and I bet you R. Kelly's gonna stay rotten in there. And they did the same crime.
Yep, similar. It's insane. I mean,
it's insane. They did the same thing to people.
Yeah,
they did the same. Both of them are just as guilty. So, like, it's I hope R. Kelly doesn't see the light of day again either. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you take somebody's life and you change it like that. Yeah, they get another chance at it, and that's not even just one. You're doing it on multiple levels.
Yeah,
that's just
it's not acceptable in any way, shape, way, or form. So we'll keep an eye on it. I know it's one of those, and like, how long until she's alive? That's another one too. She knows she has a lot of information under her belt. Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think she pulls an Epstein and they say she got killed and like, because you can argue any case like Jeffrey maybe faked his death or it really did happen where somebody came for him, a hitman, because he knew so much. So it's just a matter of like, well, how long is she going to be alive? She just dug it out. I mean, she's been alive for the longest, to be honest.
I mean, the way I look at it, if it really is conspiracy and Epstein was killed because of that instance and what we're saying, if this is true, then if I'm the bad guy, government, no, I don't kill both of them. Because now you're really telling the citizens what it is. So you just figure out an alternative, and that's why I feel like that alternative is, all right, Maxwell, shit's gonna change in 2028 if you play game. If you play game, things could change for you in 2028. I could be the man. I could change your life. So government will always say that, good or bad, bro. So like that, I bet you that's what really went down, to be honest.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on it.
We'll see.
Oh, we are bringing awareness in 2029. If that's, you know what I'm saying?
For real. Yeah, no,
that's that stuff.
No, yeah, for sure.
But it's all about how it's written when it happens. That's what the lawyer's going to say too. So she's going to be like, okay, I'll play game, but let's see how it's written. So I really don't know how her sentence is written or what provisions there are, parole board, or how that plays out. But it's interesting, worth digging if you want to. Yeah, for sure. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, there's that. Let's switch on to the next. Hot debate. I'm looking for these hot debates, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. And there was one that caught my attention, and I want to get your intake on that. So, does long-distance relationships, does it always end in a fail, or are they meant to fail? Have you been in a long-distance relationship? Yes. Always. I mean, nothing's definite, and everyone has their circumstances, and, everyone's story is different. But yeah, I think they're set for failure. Long-distance relationships don't work. They don't work, in your opinion. Okay. Why? Why? Well, give me some factors. What is it that doesn't make it work? Well, okay. I think the only way it does work is if you have a goal end in sight, like a date, like hey, we are working towards this. But if that isn't a possibility, and there's kind of just like, I really like you, and I want to explore this more, and that trip to Denver was amazing, and I can't wait to see you again, and I'm glad we FaceTime every night. And it's hot right now because I just left Denver. But 3 months go by, you haven't been to Denver, and it's hard just to keep it alive. Unless there's that, like, hey, so you have to have a plan. Moving to see you. Yeah. Because and every time it didn't work for me, I didn't have a plan. Yeah, that's because true. Honestly, think about it. How hard is it now to fall in love with somebody over long distance and be able to generate a plan? Like, I know we kicked it and had a good weekend, but how do I continue falling in love with you over these next 3 months on the phone? I don't think it's possible. I gotta see you. I gotta feel you. I gotta touch you.
I think it's possible. I think when you're there for each other, like all over the phone, and
It's
you're
possible.
talking,
I
you're
get it's
FaceTiming,
possible.
and you have a bad day, and like, who do I talk to? Oh, let me talk to homegirl over here in New York. Like, hey, I had a bad day, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, but let me hit you with this. What if like she gets there, and I guess you already had that initial first time, but like say you guys didn't really like hook up, and then you guys hook up in person, and it isn't like, I think like you don't really mess with it.
Well, that's different. I feel like that could be a situation you just move on.
So that's what I'm saying. How do you fall in love with somebody? I'm asking myself those questions before I fall in love with them.
I think
I can't be on FaceTime like, I love you. I never even slept with you.
You could be like,
nah.
You could be like, damn, she gives me like the attention. She's there for me. She talks to me, and we talk every day, every night.
I get those goosebumps every
now I'm gonna see her, and now we gonna make some sweet love.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And for the most part, if the connection's there, then in
Have
the
you
bed
ever
it's
been
gonna
long
be
distance?
there. I've been there, yeah.
You been there?
Yeah,
it worked out? Oh, wow. I mean,
nah.
but it wasn't the distance that did it, or it was something else?
I don't.
Did the distance contribute to it?
It came up to what you said, having a plan. I had a plan, like, okay, how we're gonna make this shit work? Because if not, we gotta move on, and we made it work. It lasted, but it wasn't obviously the end goal. We're not together anymore, so I wouldn't blame it fully on the long distance. But I definitely think that if you have a plan, like you said, you can definitely execute on that long distance and make it work.
Yeah,
but you can't stay for long. I think long distance for long, it's not gonna anything past 6 months or so, or whatever. Like if y'all don't have a plan, y'all don't make that shit work. Like it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
we need that like this touch. We need the like
that
heat. Like you know what I'm saying.
This
like,
just brought something to my mind, Brody.
What?
It's a topic right here. So, why is it that women? Can you agree to this? Women want to rush in relationships before men. Women are quicker to get married and want a relationship before a man. Would you say that's the majority is more women than men?
Majority. It could be. I
feel like it's majority. Like women push the narrative more than the man does. Like in overall, out of all my friends, I feel like more of them have been pressured by their girl side than it is the boy side to like make this official.
I think what it is obviously women act more on emotions. Us guys, we need more of like time. We need more of like, are you submissive? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a little things that I think take longer for us to be like, okay, let's move forward and actually, you know.
Yeah. But, so check this out. There's a real statistic here, and a buddy was talking to me about it the other night at a party. And it's 90% of divorces, women divorce the men. This is only applies to divorces that weren't any cheating. There was no cheating in the divorce. But 90% of divorces where there was no cheating involved, the woman wants to leave and start a new life. So I'm like, man, in my experience, I feel like girls are the ones that always want to push the relationship. And then you look at this statistic in America where 90% of these marriages end and the wives leave and they got a good man, but they were pushing the narrative. I'm just like, how does that happen?
I think...
Why are the girls leaving? Why is it 90% women leaving?
I think it's more of they need that constant excitement. And it could be obviously every situation is different, but I think it could be where it's like they need that constant excitement.
So men go less exciting than women.
Maybe the husband gets out of work and all he wants to do is chill and play Call of Duty with the boys, you know, and like forgot about date night. And then
I could see that happening.
And then it goes back to like, oh, but my work husband is over here inviting me to date, to lunch, dinner, or whatever, and he seems super excited. He compliments me every day. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more of like knowing that balance. Like I need to actually, like, I know me and my girl or wife, we've been together for 10 years, but I need to make sure that spark is there. Like, have we booked the travel in the last 3 months, 6 months? Yeah. Have we booked our own trip? Have we done any activities together? Have we, you know what I'm saying?
I agree. Like, that's how you make a relationship work. It's just when I heard that statistic, I was like, that's weird. Because I feel like it's the opposite when you get going. But 90% of women really leave men? It's like, damn.
It's insane.
It's insane when you think about it. I'm like, and then I look at a lot of my people around me. I always gauge the.
And I think, and it goes back to, again, I think it's all it's the emotion part. Are you there emotionally for her? Because once again, when a woman cheats, for the most part, they're cheating off of emotion. Us guys, we cheat off because we just want to get a nut.
Pleasure.
We just want to get a nut. Pleasure. You know what I'm saying? She's cheating. She's over here, but she's been talking to the husband, work husband, for a minute. Boom, boom, boom. Like, oh yeah, like you.
He remembered I'm allergic to cashews.
Yeah. So now, like, I just wanna get in. Like, I just want him to bust. You know what I'm saying? To get inside my sweet walls, and then like, then next thing you know, she's in love with him, and then she's like, "Oh, husband here that doesn't give me attention. Like, we're done. I'm gonna go over here with my work husband because he's the one that's there for me and shit."
And then he ends up bouncing.
Because it's like, shit, you rushed this shit.
And that's the circle of love.
And it's a circle of love, bro. Like,
wow,
that's
crazy though.
Us guys, when we cheat, best believe is just to bust some nuts. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's pleasure. It really is.
That's it. I mean, it could happen where we fall in love and shit, but for the most part, it's quick bust. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard to keep the ball rolling, and I think it's crucial for you to learn as you get into a relationship to see like how do we keep the ball rolling? Because it's all
communication.
It's all butterflies. It's all honeymoon
in
stage.
The beginning.
Exactly. But how do you keep the ball rolling?
How do you keep it hot?
How do you keep it hot? Exactly. How do you keep that spark?
You know, one thing I did, I was in a relationship, you know, obviously 4 years. We were very close, and I seen this tip online one night, and I did it. And it was like, hey, next time you go on a date with your girl, pretend she's not your girl. And so I was like, what? And then they explained it in the little video, and he's like, bro, when I take out my girl, sometimes I just pretend she's really somebody else. I don't tell my girl that, but like I go on the date, and I'm like, I'm really going to think about you as someone else tonight, and I'm going to think about how I would handle a date. So like I was like, all right, well, let me just act tonight. Let me try it. And so like I did do a couple things different because I was like, well, imagine if I'm taking out a hot girl right now, like, oh, that I didn't know. Like obviously you love your girl or whatever, but like it made the date night kind of a little cooler because I was in my head. I was just trying to think like, how would I be if I didn't know her? Like, what questions would I ask? How would I try and impress her? So like that's kind of a good trick. I feel like to keep it hot. I tried that and it worked.
Yeah, it's
had a good date night. Because some dates get old after a while.
Yeah.
Were you with the same
you gotta
person?
Switch it up.
You gotta switch it up.
You gotta switch it up. Because I feel like if you just keep jumping and you know trying different like meeting new people and shit, you're eventually gonna just be in that non-ending cycle of like the excitement. It's done. Let me go and find another new excitement. New adventure.
That's why you have to have meaningful purpose in your life, and you can't just seek pleasure. That's why I feel like everyone's life is different. Like some people also try and like, that's why I'm happy with mine because this person's probably, but in reality, you really don't know unless you do it, unless you live it. So it's hard to say that, Brody. Unless someone's like doesn't have meaningful purpose and they're just chasing a bunch of pleasure and they're just kind of lost and, you know, maybe they have like high volatility, but yeah, the dating scene's tough, bro. Long distance, all distance. It's hard out there in them streets.
And then we have where
expectations.
No, and then in this culture today where I feel like social media and all this craziness, like it makes it seem like cheating is a normal thing too. And it's like we have like all these crazy options and thirst traps and shit like that. And it's just like, how do you train yourself to keep the ball rolling and just focus on your relationship? You know what I'm saying?
Gotta know what you want.
You gotta know what you want.
Exactly. Know what you want.
So that's a good one. Now that leads to another one that says, can a person be happy on their own?
Absolutely. I always tell people the most comfortable thing you can do is be comfortable being alone. You know how many people can't sit there and eat dinner by themselves?
I go all the time.
Bro, but people can't. Like I remember in the Navy, it was always a thing. And like a lot of people couldn't, bro. Like a lot of people are like, I mean, and you think about it, like growing up, you usually eat dinner with your family. So like for 18 years of your life, but that's just normal. That's how you should do it. But you know, obviously some people have different circumstances, but like, yeah, I realized that a lot of people don't like to like be alone. Don't like to eat alone. You could be completely happy, bro. You could wear your underwear around. You could not do whatever you want. Bro, I could be in the same sweats all week and nobody gonna say anything, and I don't gotta press nobody.
I sit there, bro. Normally, I always go to the pho and more here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. They got some bomb ass pho too.
Really?
You know? Yeah, bro. Mm-hmm. So I sit there by myself, and I see somebody pull up, and they're sitting by themselves, and I'm like, you got it. You got it. Just like me, like I just enjoy my little soup. Woo.
Yep.
Bro, I'm fucking craving that shit.
Thinking about what you got to do.
Yeah, it's
tomorrow.
Good. It's good.
Yeah.
For the most part, obviously, I like to go with someone, but if it's not there, it's not there. I'm like, all right, I can, you know.
Yeah.
That can be a couple of days, a week, 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, just you got purpose.
Honestly, I think sometimes I need to do that now.
Yeah, like, I feel like you do.
I feel like I have to recharge. So I just kind of go in a little cave and like really kind of lay low some weekends and like don't hit anybody up. Yeah. And then like I'm like, okay, I'm ready for a bunch of energy again.
Yeah,
like, I'm ready to see.
You gotta turn off the social battery sometimes. Yeah, you know, let it recharge and like you know what I'm saying? Because even for me, I think that's what it works like with me and my girl is like we don't see each other every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're there and like, all right, what we're gonna do? Date night. We have once a week. Date night, what we're gonna do. It doesn't have to be fancy. We don't gotta spend. We can do whatever the hell, but it's our date night. We're doing fun shit. We've done it all. You know what I'm saying? We're just keeping the ball rolling type shit. But I think that's a factor. I think that's a factor too. If this is professional advice, but it's just unlicensed. All right. You got to give yourself time apart from each other because missing each other is what's going to create that excitement again too. So
distance
keep that shit in
makes
mind.
The heart grow fonder.
Yes.
That's facts.
Yes. Another one, Brody. Now that we're in the topics of debates and shit, I got another one. There's one that says, who are better teachers, men or women?
Better teachers. Wow, I would, man, I don't know.
I just think it depends, what
lesson.
Right?
Depends what lesson you're being taught.
Huh.
That's the way I'd put it.
There's not a right answer, I think, right there, because it's like
there isn't a right answer.
Just it's a plain thing. And
what does that mean? Depends on which lesson. I'm trying to think what I even mean by that. Like,
yeah, that's a good one.
You know, I don't even know what well, I guess I do what I know what I mean by that. Like, obviously, guys go through some things that girls don't go through in life. And like, you kind of got to prepare like little shit, you know, and like single moms got to do it when they raise boys by themselves. They got to teach them things on their own. And they're like, oh, your dad should be teaching you this. So there's some things you could probably learn better from a guy because they go through it every day or whatever. But like, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like you could learn from either or depending on their profession with the skill. I mean, if obviously you're learning from somebody that knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's an interesting one there.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Another one here is, should love always be a sacrifice?
Should it always be? No.
That's what it says.
No.
Should
I think
love
sometimes
always be a sacrifice?
No. Sometimes you get love just thrown at you and hopefully you take what you take from it. Sometimes people abuse it. Sometimes people like appreciate it because they didn't expect that love to come out of nowhere.
And that's the crazy part. That love.
Well, it doesn't mean you have to sacrifice for it unless you really want to keep it.
Right.
But if you don't want to keep it, just the fact that you got
so
thrown
what sacrifice does that come with? Like if I want to keep,
just depends. Does she have 5 kids?
Oh,
does she got?
Okay,
she's a 10, but she spends all day on TikTok.
Nah.
She's a 10, but she can't read or write. I don't know. No.
I think it's more than looks. At that point, if it's based on what you're telling me here, she's a 10 and she can't do this. She's
okay. But let's look.
It's more of like what? How can you become an asset for me?
I agree with that.
Right?
Okay, but what if she is an asset to you and her family despises you?
That doesn't matter.
It only matters what she feels.
Like, it's exactly. It's like, if you guys want to vibe with me, fine. If you don't, then that's fine, too. Like, I don't have to be there for the cookouts. I don't have to be there. Obviously, I would love to. It would
be awkward, though.
I would love to
I haven't
for
been
it to
in
work.
That situation. Have you?
I have.
Yeah,
I mean, but this is the thing, though. I think it comes back to, like, in my previous relationship, like, my... how do you say it? Her mother. How do you mom-in-law? Is it?
Mother-in-law, suegra.
Yeah, suegra. Let's say.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't like me at first because she didn't want me with her daughter. But I'm like, I'm gonna show her. Like I was like, chill. I'm gonna show her like I'm there. I'm a real one. I'm not just here to just bounce and shit. Yeah. But I'm always cool, bro. I feel like it's cool. I like to build relationships with family members. And,
I mean, it's important.
And I don't rush it. I don't force it. No. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's there. But I think you have to be like, you have to be an asset, period. You have to provide
bring something to the table.
Something to the table, bro. Yeah. Like looks,
I think some girlfriends.
I've learned that shit. Like it just looks is not everything, bro.
Oh, 100%.
It's not.
And I have some girlfriends from New York, Kara and Allie, and they're like, they always call people that don't bring anything to the table bus boys.
Bus boys.
They're like, I remember when I met Kara on Yaw Week, she's like, just don't be a bus boy. And I was like, what do you mean, don't be a bus boy? And she was like, always taking things from the table, never giving it.
That's hard. That's hard.
I was like, my girl. So as soon as we started kicking it, I brought a bunch of beers, and I was like, I ain't no busboy.
That's see, you learned something from a woman.
Oh, you do?
Wise.
I did.
That was a wise.
But you can learn something
word.
from anybody.
Yeah.
It's all about if you're willing to listen as well. A lot of people act like they're listening, but all they're really doing is getting ready to respond.
Yeah.
Like, did they really listen?
Yeah. That's a good one. Have you ever, like, this is a probably obvious question, but have you ever gotten with a 10 and you were like, fuck, this is a truly disappointment?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
100%.
What was the disappointment?
Tulum. She was just an airhead.
I know this story. We'll keep it secret. We'll keep it.
Just an airhead,
I know this story.
Yeah, she's an airhead.
But go
Super
wildin'.
hot, LA.
You goated for that, though. You're goated.
That was sweet, bro.
You're
that
goated for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, it was one of those where it's like,
but it was one of those
grass
where
is
I'm
not
like,
greener on the other
wow,
side, kind of saying, right?
Yeah.
And perfect for that situation.
Yeah. And I know 1,000 other dudes be like, God, marry her, blah, blah. But like, bro, you talk to her and you're like,
it goes back to the Tyler Hero situation.
Yeah.
You see? It could have been that. We don't know.
We don't
right?
know. You only know if you know.
Right. But it's one of those where it's like a lot of people are like, oh, I would never cheat on her. I would never like.
But bro, if she's just like, I just want to wear this, and that's all I care about, and it's just like, bro, no, well, go care about that somewhere else.
Yeah,
like,
Don't be a buzz boy. Don't be a buzz girl.
Don't be a
that's
buzz
it.
girl.
That's what it comes down to. Good stuff. Last but not least, this is probably switching up the topic, but it has to do with, I guess, a debate. Do you believe aliens are living among us?
I definitely don't throw the possibility out because I've heard of the Majestic 12.
What is that? What is that?
It's a secret division within the government that they talk about in the UFO Declassified Netflix series that they launched in last year. Mm-hmm. And they talk about this group of 12 government officials being approved to know about the aliens that have visited us, the contacts we have. Apparently in the documentary, we shot down an aircraft and we might have held some aliens captive, but a lot of this information is held by the government. Then it says that the information will be slowly declassified to civilians. And then you've seen now recently they had a group of senators meet, and I think it's like 6 of them, and they're coordinating a group with NASA, and they're going to basically do a 10-month operation on everything the Senate knows, everything NASA knows, and then after the 10 months, leak it to the public. So, but in that documentary, they talk about the 12, and my uncle's always been like a big alien believer and big, like, followed all the conspiracies, followed all the documentaries, and he used to tell me about the group, and he used to say that, like, aliens do live among us and that they're governed by, like, a CIA, basically, and that group is like the CIA.
They're probably like reptilians, like disguised as like humans, and they have this kind of like, you remember X-Men? Oh, what's the chick that used to turn into shit? The blue chick?
Yeah,
they're probably one of those. Who the fuck knows, bro? Like,
or they've just been disguised. Like they could just be, honestly.
Because I think that's the perfect like scenario, right? Let's just picture it that way. We're over here fantasizing and like, oh, where these aliens are at, and us Americans, like everybody here, like we talk about it all the time. It's all over the place, and they've been here the whole time. Like they're looking at us like these fools are so obsessed with us. Like they only if they knew, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows, bro?
Yeah, I mean only the government. But
what would be the first? I don't know if I've asked you this before, but I'm gonna ask you it again. What would be the first thing you would do as a president of the United States? 2024, Casey wins the election. He is president of the United States. We hand you the keys of the White House in the world. What is Casey doing? What's the first thing? You can do anything. We're not talking about. It doesn't have to be political. It's just Casey being Casey. What is Casey doing?
Change the game. Change everything.
No. That doesn't have to be political. It's just what do you do as when you sit down on the White House? It could be anything, Brody.
Yeah.
Don't go serious.
Okay,
just
I won't
be
go.
Casey.
Oh, yeah.
Casey, what does Casey do?
Everybody eats.
First day, you don't have to work. You don't have to work.
Everybody eats, fam. I say just solve world hunger. Like everybody eats. Nobody should starve to death.
Okay.
And drinking water.
I'm talking about like. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example.
Like you want to purge? What the hell?
No. We'll think about that later. But I'm just saying, first thing I'm doing is me. I'm president. I'm like, bro, just take me to Area 51. I want to see what the fuck is going on there. I want to see if ET really exists. Let's spark a blunt. Let's get it.
Yeah. That would be cool.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I want to hear everything declassified. Yeah.
Let me take me to Area 51.
Every top secret thing.
Yeah, let me see what's good. Let me see if these aliens are true. Boom, man, just for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the first thing I do.
Yeah. If that was a reality, but even that's not a reality. I mean, I read the other day.
You don't think it's a reality? You don't think the president have a say where you don't think Trump,
it's
Obama,
national security
never went
Sorry,
to?
sir, you can't. It's national security.
But I'm the president.
It's national security, sir. I'm sorry. And then even they were just talking about yesterday where if
so what you're saying
that's
is
why departments.
So what you're saying is the president is a puppet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of scenarios. I mean, there's a lot of like, okay, this is happening to America, and everyone knows what's going on. Like, and there are some protocols that we have to funnel through the president. But there's a lot of, they talk about it all the time. There's a lot of presidents that come in for 4 years that aren't even declassified on everything that's going on or everything that's filed in the past because they can't. They got to worry about running the country, and most of them are worried about running the country, balancing the balance in checkbooks, like working with the Fed, working with the central bank. They said in the Capitol riots, Trump, he had everything set up. And who knows who plays in whose ear. But even Secret Service, they do what they want to do. If the president says this, it doesn't matter. If Secret Service has something, they do it. So they told Trump that he couldn't go to the Capitol because it was bad. They said there was guns. Like, we can't put you in that, sir. Like, you can't be put around guns. You can't be put in. He's like, no, I want to go talk because he had this speech planned. So the Dems could have whispered in the Secret Service's ear and been like, hey, he's going crazy at the Capitol. Don't let him speak. Like, hold him back. Who knows who's in whose ear and whoever. That's all over the place. But the fact was, they told him, national security, we got to take the president back. You can't go, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I'm the president. And he was trying to change the steering wheel. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some protocols with the CIA. I mean, they won't tell you. The CIA administrator, don't get me wrong, a lot of these positions are appointed by the president. So usually they appoint their own people to run these divisions. But a lot of these people in divisions have been appointed by plenty of presidents. So who says they're that loyal to this one? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's all a game that you always gotta know the variables that you know and just play the cards of what you're dealt. And
that's a tough job, bro. Really, to run
the country.
Yeah, to run the fucking most powerful country, like that is
in the world.
Like who should I trust? Where do I have say as a president? Like, what can I do? What can I not do? Like,
and honestly, the hard part's not even in the seat. It's not in the seat. It's the hard part. It's getting there, bro.
Yeah, like, no, for sure.
It's the favors you got to pass in DC. It's the people you got to do this for and that for to get to the next realm. You got a Senate race coming up, and all of a sudden, this guy just did a good thing in his state, and he's going to probably win it. Well, if I don't win this Senate election, that throws me back. I'm never going to get to the seat. Like, I got to win this, then I got to be Senate for 4 years. So then you play a game, and you do something bad, and maybe put bad publicity on that other candidate because you know what I mean? So people do a lot of tricks.
It's tricky.
Yeah, to get to the top.
Yeah, it is tricky. First of all, I mean, and now going on the serious side, right? And I think this would be a challenge, right? I said the fun stuff, go to Area 51, but obviously the stuff we've been talking about. Like, how can we fix these issues? Because I did see a video, right, where a lady was like, oh, I was in Spain and I was on vacation. And, fractured my ankle. And I'm like, oh, shit, this is going to be arm and a leg. I'm not a citizen. I'm here for vacation. Arm and a leg. She goes, they treat her immediately.
Well,
got her taken care of.
Do you know that they treat any American if you have an American passport and you're with an allied country, it's protocol that you.
But the thing is, they didn't charge her an arm and a leg compared to here. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole. That was the whole highlight. She was like, I didn't have insurance.
Yeah.
And they got me in and out. Got me all the stuff I need.
They get you in and out here.
Yeah, but
if you don't have insurance, they still save your life.
Yeah, for sure. But at what cost?
You owe the
Wait
money.
for that bill. Wait for that $20,000, $15,000 bill to get there. And it's not like you can hit the pause button. And I think that's why the credit system to me is just a fraudulent thing. To me, it's just fraud. Like, it's a scam. The credit score, like, I think it's a scam, bro. It's meant for you to be in debt constantly.
I get the credit score. The
credit score. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Credit score. It's a scam.
Credit's a great thing.
Credit. It's a scam. The credit score is a great thing.
The scores are bad. But that's all about how you look at it. You got to be the individual. But again, there are tools on a mass level to teach that. But you just got to understand how the system works and then play to the system. You know what I mean?
You got to figure it out. But I just feel like that's just
and
one,
then
right?
Once you realize,
but that's just one, right? If I have
that's just one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have an event where I break my leg and, I don't have health insurance and they take care of me and they fix me, go to surgery. I get a fucking bill for, let's say, $15,000, and I'm not in the best position. It's not like I can pause the credit my credit score and explain the situation. They're gonna fuck me over regardless. If I can't afford it, then it goes to collection, and the next thing you know, my credit's fucked up, and I can't get a house because I wasn't in the best situation. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people got their credits fucked when the pandemic happened.
But then I just tell people, I'm like, do you know I got a business loan with bad credit? I'm like, do you know I got a business loan with a judgment on my thing? I borrowed $1 million with a judgment on my record.
Yeah,
I left Oklahoma to go to Oklahoma. I broke my lease in Albuquerque and never paid it. I owed them like $7,000.
Yeah,
and I still got $1 million loan.
How do you make? But
how do you make that happen?
You got a network.
You got to have business available. As long as you can provide anybody value, the president, your community, people around you, single women around, whatever you provide as value, people are willing to pay for it. People are willing to give you credit to finance that whole thing if you got numbers to prove.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need credit for anything. So I was like, well, what the fuck do I need credit? You need credit to live a normal 9 to 5, and if that's all you're gonna have is a 9 to 5, and you just want to finance your life away and the car and this and that,
house,
then
and
you
shit.
need credit, and that's how every other American.
For sure.
You don't need credit, bro.
Yeah,
but they don't teach you that. They don't teach you that. You don't know that.
I agree.
And you're right. And most people, this was my ex all the time. Most people are so like, they're worried about like this and their score and then it ruins their life. I'm like, why are you stressed the whole time on credit?
I used to stress about it a lot too, especially because when I started building my,
because I want to be perfect. I want to be like
but
everybody.
when I was young, but think about it, when I was young, bro, and I was like, what is credit? Oh, this is credit. I fucking racked up all my credit cards. I was just doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw my credit score because I didn't even know what was a credit score. I didn't know the credit came with a credit score. And I was just, I'm not going to pay that shit back. Fuck that. I'm out. And then I saw my credit plummet when I found out, like, oh shit, I'm at 500. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? You see that red line saying
that's why the score's there.
Right. But
that's why we have to do that, because there's some people that won't pay back.
No, for sure.
What I'm saying? Like, so it's just like.
And now to the point where I was like, fuck, I need to build this up. I build it up. And now I almost have that white credit, bro. My skin almost is about to turn white and shit.
It feels good. You know how good it used to feel whenever I could pay my insurance on my car and I didn't have to ride dirty? Oh,
yeah.
God, there was so many times where I had to choose the club and the street life over the insurance payment this month. Bro, and I would make that choice. I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to spend this $150 tonight in the club. And
I'm going to have a good time.
I'm going to have a blast this weekend. And you know what? USA can wait.
Yeah, I'll think about it later.
And now I just ride the whip and I got it's nice, blessed, but been there.
You live, you learn. You know what I'm saying?
You learn, bro.
So now it's like I don't stress about it too much. My credit's pretty good, and I don't stress if it's gonna go down for whatever reason. Let it go down. You don't need it. Like fuck it, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing is you do need it. That is bad. Like you do need it in the way the system, but understand how the system works, and then understand people like not even just me. There's guys like Trump. They've been bankrupt. They've owed millions and they've still gotten a loan. Like as long as you can provide value and that value can equal to monetization and cash flow, well then, bro, anybody's gonna finance that. So just find value. Focus on a craft. Focus on how to make money. Don't just, you know what I mean? Don't just
show.
But I don't know.
No, good advice. Just do your own research.
Do your own research.
Your situation is different. Every situation is different, and just go from there. But always try to find a way.
Think outside the box.
Yeah, exactly. There's
not just one way. There's never just one way.
Yep. All right, let's go on to the next, and I need some music here. Y'all already know. We're going to dive into the NBA topics because it is hot. It is like a soap opera out here. You know what I'm saying?
The streets are hot.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? It's hot. Ball is rolling. It's hot. These trades, these drama, all this shit. I want to start with my guy, Damian Lillard, right? Damian Lillard is top-notch. Top-notch scorer, top-notch point guard.
Dame time.
Can get shit done. Right? When you see that Dame time, you know it's game over, right? But I wonder what my man is going to do because I feel like you cannot waste a talent like him. Like, you're going to spend your entire career in Portland doing what? Getting shit done on what level? Yeah. We look at his resume, right? Let's look at Damian Lillard's resume, right? If we look at it, right, from when he started to what? Rookie of the Year, 1. MVP, 0. Scoring title, 0. Scoring assists, 0. Conference finals, 0. He's 0 all across the board. My guy, a talent. A player of your talent, you need to move. You need to make some shit happen. You need to at least win a chip. You need to at least, get some MVPs racked up because you are MVP worthy, in my opinion. Lillard is cold. Lillard is just solid. I saw rumors that he's planning on signing an extension with Portland. for like 2-3 years, it's like, bro, that's still your prime, bro. You're going to just waste it in Portland?
Man.
What do you do if you're Damian Lillard?
You do exactly what Dame's doing. You do Dame time things. You stick with your people. You stay loyal to Portland. I wish all these other NBA players would have done it.
Why?
And I love you, Lillard. I love the way you play the game. And he can flow. Dame time got that flow. But I'm telling you, Dame Time's loyal. He didn't leave his city. He's always said he's about Portland. He always backs up McCollum when McCollum was there. He would dish it back to him. He never took the limelight. And you know what? When he needed to make a shot, he makes a shot. When Dame Time needs to show up, Dame Time shows up. But you can't help the team you're on. Look, Charles Barkley, he's sitting there talking to Charles Barkley is at every NBA game now.
Yes.
And he never had a ship. And he didn't have that team.
But when we talk about
that squad,
exactly.
or that coach.
Exactly.
It happens.
No,
it happens. But I still respect you, Dame Time. I respect you a lot. Like, I don't know. You and Westbrook are close right now. But I love the Brody. I know you guys got beef. I wish y'all didn't have. But it might just be court beef.
It's just court beef.
Court beef.
Yeah.
But y'all are the same. Like,
bro, you're talking about loyalty. Yeah, loyalty. What is that
your
gonna
city?
That's fine, bro. But if your city and your team is not giving you the pieces to win, I am out. Same thing that LeBron did. You stay with the team for 8 years. Your team doesn't give you shit. Then you gotta bounce, bro. It's all about legacy. And at the end of the day, when we talk about Damian, if Damian Lillard was to retire today, what do we remember him for?
He was loyal as fuck.
That's it. Oh, that's
Let's
so
go.
like, oh, he was loyal to a franchise. They didn't give him the players he needed. No, they didn't give him the players they needed. He never won. So, he's just one of the greats, but never won a title. Never got an MVP. Never, you know what I'm saying? Because he was never put in the position. But that then again goes back to the choice you made. You made to stay there, which means that you're going to probably be another Charles Barkley. I'm sorry. You're not gonna be in the conversation with Steph Curry. You're not gonna be in a conversation with LeBron, Michael, Kareem. You want to be in like a talent of that caliber. You want to be that guy.
But he's in that conversation.
He's not in that conversation because I just mentioned champions, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, bro.
Like Charles Barkley's still in that conversation.
I don't even know why
all the time.
Why am I debating this with you? You choose KD over LeBron, bro. I'm done with you, bro.
I did
KD
not
over here
chose KD over LeBron.
KD over here crying.
I never chose KD. We just saw the clip today. I was talking about Steph over KD.
But that was over KD. Well, we talked about KD over LeBron.
Over KD.
Oh,
all
you
day.
switched it.
I never switched it. Pull the clip up, replay it right
Ah, bro, come on.
here. I never switched it. Look,
funny guy, bro.
I like Lillard, bro. Lillard is gonna go down in my perspective as one of the greats, just like Barkley. I know you ain't got no ships right now, and who knows, bro? Maybe Dame Time gets it done in Portland, and that would be a dream come true for him. And I would be happy seeing it happen.
It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. Unless now that KD is crying. Unless KD is crying because now he wants to trade.
No, you don't want him in Portland. No, get out of there. Go to Miami. You like the Miami hat you got on? KD in Miami. Take him to Miami. Him and Jimmy Buckets, they could play country and fight.
All right. So let's start with KD, and I'm going to let you roll the ball with this one. Mm-hmm. Kevin Durant requested a trade, and this just came out. By the time this podcast comes out, it's probably 20 other things have happened, right? It's moving too goddamn fast. We can't even keep up with it, right? Kevin Durant requested a trade from the Brooklyn. He wants out. Don't want to do it. Kyrie, you're staying a year. I don't give a fuck. I'm out.
See ya.
What is your take on that?
I don't really know enough. I don't know why he wants out. I didn't really see like they're not doing it for me. But you know who's a ring chaser? I mean, we all call him a ring chaser. I mean,
right.
So
Kevin Durant, if you're watching this right now,
you ring chasing?
Fuck it, bro. They already say your legacy's fucked up. They already say you're a ring chaser. Go with LeBron. Go with LeBron. Fuck it.
Real Laker fan.
Do it. Pull the trigger. Win some chips. You probably mad because the Warriors just won a chip. Just go and join LeBron. Win three more titles. Fuck it. Do it. Why not?
The man.
You're the villain. We talk shit about you all the time. Why not do it?
Embrace it.
I
do like that, Darwin. Embrace it,
bro.
But he don't got that dog mentality, bro.
That's why LeBron's there.
Oh, you gonna run the daddy.
Remember, KD is not the bus driver. He's never meant. Let's look at his career, right? Let's look at Kevin Durant's career, right?
I don't know. He drove the bus here in OKC.
A little bit.
He drove the bus.
You were up 3-1. Why couldn't you close it? Why couldn't you close it? Well, you're not a bus driver. You're not. People say like, no, he didn't have a
that's
squad.
not true. I mean, he just
No. He couldn't close it, bro. You're up 3-1. You had 3 times to close out the game. You're up 3-1. You have one more game. You didn't close it. Okay, I got another game. You didn't close it. You had 3 opportunities and you didn't do it. Yeah. You're not that guy, pal.
Well, LeBron, you're the one making the recruitment calls right now.
The GM,
so
hit up KD.
Call him, LeBron, if that's what you think you need to win.
But look,
call him. I think you could pick somebody better.
No, better than KD right now in the market?
I mean, I don't know who's in the market right now, but LeBron, you do what you got to do to win. I still don't see the Lakers winning, even with KD next year.
With KD, it's a game over, bro. With KD, it's game over, bro. Come on. Okay, let's look at this, bro.
Oh, wow. It's never over because there could be other changes in the league.
Oh, if KD joins LeBron, bro, like, and if we can get a healthy AD.
I've seen a lot of people join LeBron and it not work out.
This is KD. This is a phenomenal talent, bro. Yes, we talk shit about him and he's a ring chaser and he takes the easy route, but we cannot forget he is a fucking phenomenal scorer. He's a phenomenal talent.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
The only thing that KD ruins him is he can't make his players around him, his teammates, better.
Yeah.
We've seen that from time to time.
Was he going to be a bad apple?
Maybe. Who knows? He just needs to be. He just needs to be the second option. We saw he was the first option in Brooklyn. We saw how that turned out. He was the first option in OKC. We saw how that turned out. You know what I'm saying?
He was the first option in Golden State.
With a good system. With a good system.
We know how that turned out.
With a good system. With a good system. Let's look at this, right? Let's look at Kevin Durant. Let's look at Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Kevin Durant couldn't get it done in OKC. He leaves. Well, guess what? They didn't keep James Harden. James Harden becomes an MVP. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Durant leaves. Westbrook becomes an MVP. Joins the Golden State team that had a system already.
KD went to took in anything. Yeah.
Went to a team that already had a system. Didn't really need him.
Yeah.
Made it a little bit easier for them, right? Wins the 2 chips here.
So do the Lakers really need help?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
The Lakers
yes, desperately. Because we don't know what we're going to get with Anthony Davis. We don't know what we're going to get with the Brody Westbrook.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys
we don't
just signed
know.
him. Yeah.
We don't know. It's just
can you guys afford that?
We don't know. We'll pay the luxury tax. We're the Lakers, bro. Come on.
Buy them all. Lakers, go ahead.
Fuck.
Wow.
We'll see what happens.
I hope Dame Time and Portland pull it together and beat the shit out of Lakers next year.
Nah, they won't, bro. They won't.
I'll be rooting for you every time you play them.
You're a good delusioner, but like you got a good imagination, but it's not gonna happen. All right, I got this one for you, Brody.
All right.
Who would have had a better career if it wasn't for injuries? And I got a list of 5 players here, and you tell me who would have the best one. I got number 1, Tracy McGrady. Number 2, Gilbert Arenas. Number 3, Brandon Roy. Number 4, John Wall. And number 5, Grant Hill.
What was the question?
Who would have had a better career if it wasn't for injuries?
Oh, shoot. And I don't even know. I can't. Who was it again? Grant Hill.
So we have Tracy McGrady.
Tracy McGrady.
Gilbert Arenas. Brandon Roy, John Wall, and Grant Hill.
I mean, John Wall's nice too, though.
Who would have had the better career?
The only ones I really spent time watching, and I didn't even, Grant Hill wasn't one of them. It was only Tracy McGrady and
I would argue.
John Wall.
I would argue. You never saw Gilbert Arenas?
I didn't really.
Agent Zero. Pull up with the Glock to the locker room and get suspended for that shit.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
Why would
he was
do
cold,
that?
bro. Gilbert Arenas.
That's not really that
I would be
cold.
in between. I don't know.
Shoot your teammates? Come on.
The opposite team, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Don't burn him. We like him, actually. He's my friend. We kick it at Drake's house afterwards. Don't kill him.
Gilbert Arenas and Tracy McGrady would be my top picks, but I would go with Tracy McGrady.
The McDonald's man.
Yeah, McGrady would have been cold, bro. But McGrady would have been at the level of Kobe Bryant, I believe, if he wasn't.
You know who should be in that list is Penny Hardaway.
Oh, I was going to add him, too.
And he got hurt.
And I was going to add Derrick Rose, but we knew Derrick Rose was going to be a favorite. I knew on this list, I wanted to make it hard for you.
Yeah.
But we all automatically, it's Derrick Rose.
It's Derrick
Rose would have been a fucking top-tier caliber.
Yeah.
Top tier, Brody. Like, we're not playing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways. Good little topics. We'll keep an eye on that, the trades and the whole offseason drama, because it's kind of starting to sound like a soap opera. We got all this drama with KD, Kyrie. They're the softest. They're the most talented duo. Don't get me wrong, but they haven't gotten shit accomplished.
No, they're not.
And on top of that, they are full of drama. They're both the softest players in the NBA. I'm sorry. I love both of them. They're a great talent. They're just soft as shit, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are soft. I mean, if we're playing 2-on-2 right now, I'm taking Steph and Thompson over you two.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do we have any story times?
Story time.
lessons or some shit that we've learned? We don't got anything?
Yeah, let's talk about. I don't know.
No.
Not off the top of the dome. No, you got a story you can
All
think
right.
of?
I don't got a story, but I got an unsolved mystery for you, bro. This one is the Black Dahlia. Have you heard of her?
Black Dahlia.
Okay, the Black Dahlia is an interesting unsolved murder that took place in Los Angeles Lakers.
Los Angeles, California?
Yes. Okay, let me start. Thinking about the Lakers too much. Goddamn, Bron, make this call real quick. Let's recruit KD. Even Kyrie. I'll
Just call everybody free agents and just make
Fuck it. Tell the people, embrace the name. They call you the GM for a reason. Embrace the name. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the Black Dahlia is an unsolved murder, Brody, that took place in Los Angeles, right? Okay. They found the body of a dead woman on a neighborhood in the sidewalk. She was chopped up in half. Very, very crazy, right? And this happened in the 1947, if I'm not mistaken, right? The name of the victim was Elizabeth Short, and she lived in the east side of the United States, Massachusetts, and she lived with her mom, and she was like, you know what? I want to go ahead and move to Los Angeles because I want to pursue a dream of, being a movie star. So her dad lived in Los Angeles, so she was like, I'm going to go over there. And she did. She ended up making the move. She lived with her dad, but her dad wasn't I don't fuck with your dreams. I don't like it. I don't like what you want to do. Like, just be a mate. That's the dad. And she was like, no, I'm going to follow my dreams. So she ended up moving out. She ended up staying in multiple hotels at a time, but she would stay a couple of days and move to a different hotel. And the way she made her living was she had multiple jobs as a waitress, just trying to get around, right? With hopes of, one day becoming a movie star. She was networking, and they say she was networking and just being around the wrong people. One night she stayed in the Celsius Hotel, if I'm not mistaken. This hotel has a bad rep. It's known for its bad rep of murders, haunted stories, all this craziness. They last seen her at the bar that night. This was January 9th, if I'm not mistaken. They seen her there they didn't see her again, right? So a lady and a daughter are walking through this neighborhood she was in the sidewalk walking, and she seen what she thought was a mannequin. She was like, oh, there's a mannequin there, a broken mannequin, because the body was split in half. When she gets closer, she was like, oh shit, this is a body of a victim. Let me call the cops.
Yeah.
Calls the cops, they get there and they're like, wow, this is on some Dexter. Have you seen Dexter?
Yeah, a little bit.
There was a murderer that would drain all the blood and wash the body. So that's how she looked. Like, she was very pale. Her body was all washed up and looked very white, and there was no blood because the murderer
took the blood
knew
out.
what it was doing. Yeah. So they found her, and she had one part of the boob was missing. It had like a stitch, and her organs were missing. And then her face had like a smile, like it had a big cut, like on some Joker shit, right? And they said like she was tortured. She was tortured, and they killed her and left her there. And to this day, they had a couple of suspects, but to this day, her murder,
it's unsolved.
It's unsolved. Like, it's fucking insane.
That's awful.
Yeah, bro. And this is just a few. Like, there's been a lot.
There's so many unsolved mysteries.
Unsolved, where I'm like, I like to dive into those because I'm like, how?
It just because the tech wasn't around.
Yeah, the tech wasn't
around.
And I think even to this day, there's a couple of unsolved mysteries.
I could see there probably being a couple.
I'm pretty sure now it's more advanced. We got technology. It's a little bit.
It's harder.
But it is harder.
Yeah. And there's probably a lot of unsolved outside of America, let's be honest.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, for sure.
There's plenty of unsolved outside of America.
So yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna try, to bring just more unsolved murders and shit, because I just feel like it's interesting how
these
they got
conspiracy theories, bro. Some of them I'm like,
wow, bro. That Ed Gein one was insane, top notch.
The tops one for me was the one.
Oh, the top ones. I'm surprised that's still on.
Yeah,
they didn't take that shit down.
They didn't take it down.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Brody. I know you see this a lot more. I think it's all over the place, right? But do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
You believe in ghosts? Have you ever had like an encounter?
I think I have, but I wasn't sure. But like, I remember one time my uncle said his house was haunted. He's always believed that there was this ghost named Adam at his house. and started by leaving change. So every time he'd wake up, he'd find change like in his bed, and he'd always find a penny or a dime or something. Yeah. And then he would start getting these little scratches. So I was at his house, and I woke up, and I had a scratch, like 2-3 scratches on my arm. It was like, it looked like something scratched me in the night, like. And I woke up with that.
Holy shit.
So I didn't really stay at his house anymore after that.
Oh, yeah, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, we didn't really kick it that much. Like, it was just like a once in a time thing, like to hang out, whatever. Yeah. You know, and they take us to the movies, take us out. It'd usually be me and my other cousin. And because he didn't have any kids, we'd stay with him. But yeah, I didn't stay after that.
So I got 2 stories that I'm going to tell you here. These are paranormal activity kind of stories, right?
Okay.
These are based on like people telling their experience, their encounters with these ghosts, right?
Sure.
Story number 1 is by, I don't know who, but I got it here. I don't know. I don't remember the name, but story number 1 is, this is in Spanish. I wrote it in Spanish, but I'm going to translate it in English. It was one of those nights, and I was in 7th grade. Me and my friends were having a sleepover, and we were staying in our basement. My brother of 7 years, they gave him a Furby. They had given him a Furby as a gift. Do you remember the Furbies?
I remember the Furbies.
Yes, right? So my brother really got bored of it quick, and the Furby was never used. It was in our closet in the basement. Keep in mind, the Furbies start talking when you move them, and they didn't speak English. They speak the language, and I don't know how you say this in English, but it's a different language. It's not English, right? So it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and we had all the lights shut down. It was a silence, right? We were still up, but it was just blank silent. And out of nowhere, we hear the voice of the Furby saying, "Come play with me." And then it was saying, "Ha ha ha ha," with the evil laugh. We didn't think much of it. And keep in mind, I didn't know it didn't speak English. So I ignored it and went to bed. The next morning I wake up and I went to the closet to check on the Furby. Not only do I realize he did not speak English, he also didn't have his batteries on.
Oh, wow.
Shit crazy, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Paranormal activity is definitely out there. Ghosts exist. I think it's like, I really do feel like there's people out there that die because of unconventional reasons, and like the universe just like being the universe, and you just die, but you have unsolved business.
Yes.
And then you kind of stick around.
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm burning that Furby. I'm fucking smashing it. I'm doing all. I'm taking it to church. I'm telling the priest to fucking throw holy
Everyone
water.
always goes back to the Catholic Church when shit gets hard. Shit gets hard. Woo!
If I gotta move the church.
God, I believe in you. Yes, save me just this last time. Nah. We ain't doing that.
Fuck, bro. I'm burning the fuck out of that shit.
Live and die on your own sword. If it's after me, what's it after? What do you want? What do you need? Why are you here?
Like, I'm here to kill you.
Take me to Valhalla already then. Come on.
I'm here to kill you, Casey. Okay, this is another story. Paranormal activity based on a true story. This was my first year in college in the Philippines. It was late at night, and my friends and I were back from a, what do you call those, the theater shows that they have at, at campus?
Yeah.
So we were walking by the building of education, if I'm not mistaken, right? And I look up, and I saw this lady jump out of the last floor. She jumped off of the building. So I ran, and I told my friends, like, "Hey, there's a lady that just jumped. Let's go run to see if we can help her." So we ran, right? Mm-hmm. We got there, and she was gone, right? So the security guard comes to me and say, "Hey, are you okay?" Because he heard me scream, like, "A lady just jumped, right? And I'm over here all freaked out. So the security guard is doing his best to calm me down. And he said, "I bet you saw a lady jump from that building, right?" And he was like, yes, I did see her." "Oh, well, you probably saw a ghost, because a lady years ago jumped from that building and committed suicide.
My God.
And today is her anniversary."
Oh, no. He saw her jumping the ghost? Wow.
That's insane, bro.
That's insane.
I never experienced a ghost like a ghost shit like that, but I remember once our lights went out at our house, and we had some candles, and I remember this I think it was a spirit, because the candle would turn off, like, whoosh, and then whoosh.
Oh.
And I did it twice. And my mom was joking. I don't know if she was joking. I was a kid, and she was like, "Oh, that's Freddy." And I'm like, "Oh, who?" "Yeah,
Freddy?
It's a ghost. Yeah, it's a ghost."
Your mom would say that?
Yes.
See, I'm telling you, me and my uncle was like that. He called Adam like it was a friend.
Bro.
And I was talking shit, like, yeah, okay, I always talk shit. And then I woke up with scratches.
That's scary.
That's what I'm saying.
My coworker was telling me, because we were talking about this the other day at work, and he was like, that shit is real. Like, my sister, he was telling me, like, his sister was sleeping with the mom once, because she was, like, they lived in New York, and there was a house that was, like, haunted. And she was like, my sister didn't want to sleep there anymore in her room, because she kept saying that she kept seeing an old man sitting in the border of her bed. So she goes and sleeps with the mom, and then one night, she's like, Mom, they're staring at us. So my mom wakes up like, what are you talking about? Like the girl was like, don't move. Don't move. He's looking at you. He's right in front of you. And the mom was like, fucking got goosebumps, started freaking out like, what the fuck? And she's like, I see him. He's in front of you. He's staring at you right now. And I'm like, and she would like, the mom started freaking out. So they ran out of the room, bro. And like they ended up sleeping in the living room for the night. And then, yeah, bro. So shit crazy, bro. I know like kids for sure sometimes could have some kind of sixth sense.
Yeah.
Where they can see shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Who knows? Old people too. I feel like, I don't know. I try not to believe in that shit, bro, because I like get those spirits out. Don't follow me. No. Period. No.
But are you hiding it from yourself? Like, that's the thing is you always just gotta like.
I just think if I believe it, the more I believe it, the more energy it attracts. Like, okay, you believe in it, then it's like it's kind of like if you're face to face to like a lion. If you show fear, it's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you.
That's
up.
true.
That's how I like to look at it.
Yeah. That's why I think I come off kind of more peaceful at first. Unless it's really messing with you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good story right there.
That's a good, good stories. It's ghosts, man.
I don't know, Brody. But
spirits in the streets.
Yeah. You think we should wrap it up?
Yeah. Bro, this is solid on the Prime.
Just want to hit us again. Up. You know what I'm saying?
Logan, doing your thing.
Do your thing, Brody. Hit us up for some sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to get this definitely popping. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Let us know what's good. Comment down below. Like. Don't forget, TikTok is going crazy. We going crazy on the tube. You already know. Young Chewed out.
Let's go.